Well, welcome back, my friends all, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Outdoors, a JX Omega rendition. Now, this is the new model. It's dropping soon. I'll try to figure out when. Here's the deal. This one has grippy G10 and Bowler K329 steel. The fullers are a little different than the original. There's some differences, and I'm going to try to show you. Here's the deal, guys. The weather was so bad today, I was really pushed. I did not want to waste a review on my new K329. I want to give you guys a great look at it. So what I did is I took the JX Omega SK85 version. It's well used, well worn, still really, really sharp. And I thought, you know what? We'll do a hard use video with it today. Depending on when the K329 drops, we'll come back and do a video with it, more swamp time, more woods time. But I thought this will be a great way to give you a look at the knife, talk about the knife without using that one. And please understand, guys, I just thought if it rains or if I got to scrap this, I'm weird when it comes to these, right? I'm particular on that edge because I want to give you guys the best look out of the box. And let me just say this. I don't know that there's a company that gets them sharper out of the box or faster to you than Work Tuff gear. So like I said, I just didn't want to mess that up. Anyway, this is the same size. We can go over the same thing. You'll get the same look, and it's me, so you know it's going to be damn good. Watch the video. Let's do some specs. The overall length is 15.5. The blade length is a little better than 8 inches. The cutting edge looks to be about 7 3/16. Now, we're dealing with, let's see here, because I'm pulling these as we go. Looks like we're dealing with 3/16 blade stock. The handle, now this thing, you could put 2 hands on this handle, but I love it. We're going to talk about it. It's got a larger handle, so you can do 3, if not 4 positions. There's no hand in the world this will not fit. Let me put it to you like this. The inner grip is 7 3/4. Goliath could use this knife. The blade width, let's talk about that, is right at 1 15/16 inches. Now, the SK85 version, well here, let's take a look. You see the difference. The top is the Bowler K329. And you see the sharpness level there. Now, as I said, I had fully intended on using that one for the video today, but the truth is it has just poured here all day. I had about an hour window and I thought, well, let's just use this one. That way if it rains, it won't matter. This knife holds its edge unbelievably well. They do a great job. Now, SK85 is a basic carbon steel. People get all worked up over it. Work Tuff gear just knows how to heat treat it. It holds an edge very well. It's very easy to resharpen. So I am very curious and very anxious to see how the K329 holds up. I've been impressed with it so far. The other side of this is this. We're going to get into some harder use. Now, I don't abuse the knife. Some people would consider it abuse, but I don't. I want y'all to pay attention now. This is a well-used knife. I am cutting that reinforced sandblast toes in 2 or 3 different ways. To do it once or twice is impressive. To do it 3 and 4, 5 times is insane. I've got this thing thinned out pretty good. I do mechanically strop it, which I won't call it sharpening. I just keep it really honed. Here, you got to put pressure. Now, this piece of sandblast toes is a lot thicker than the piece you see me cutting originally, but both are reinforced. The thing that I love about the knife, I like the handle. There's something about it that appeals to me. I like being able to use the 3 different hand positions. Chris Tanner at Prepared Minds 101 is the designer. Now, the JX Omega and the JXB, Chris designed both. I'm a monster fan of both. I like the handles. Not everybody does. Not everybody likes Chris. I happen to, and I like the handles. But I like the handles because of the versatility. If I want to choke up, I can. If I want to drop back to that pommel, which, you know what, guys, a lot of times I don't even need to. I can run my hand dead center and get plenty of leverage. But if I really, really, really want to get some leverage, I put like a pinky lanyard on it, and I can go all the way back to the pommel, and I can drive it home. Now, this is a clip point. It is It's just comfortable in hand. It's well balanced. This has the same balance point as the stainless version. It feels good in hand. It comes sharp. Now from here, we're going to get a little harder with it. I decided to do some different stuff. There's a lot of reviews out there on Work Tough Gear. Check them all out. Some love them, some don't. I'm always going to be on the positive side because I've got more videos combined than anybody else out there. It's not bragging. It's not being arrogant. It's factual. I have over 600 videos. There's the money shot right there, son. The OnlyFans be knocking that down. I have more looks at Work Tough Gear than anybody else. I love them. Not everybody does, and I'm okay with that. Look at that, son. OnlyFans, here we come. You're welcome to disagree. But I don't need to watch anybody else's video on Work Tough Gear because I usually have one in my hand every day. I'm not the QVC. I'm not trying to convince you shit. I just want to let you know they're one of my favorites. If they're not yours, okay. But it's one that I rely on. Now, right here, from here on in, we're going to get into it pretty good. But let me tell you a couple of points about them. They get to your door faster than any other maker in the world. And I've said this many, many times. Vic Lin is the owner. He is a Taiwanese businessman. No, these are not outsourced. It's not an American company. It's a Taiwanese company. There's not a company on this planet that'll get a knife to your door faster than Work Tough Gear. And I'm mentioning that, and I'm not just talking about knife reviewers, about to stab myself there. I hope everybody would have felt bad. I would have, and felt stupid, but I just showed you why, because I show you everything, because I'm that kind of guy. Some people call me a hero, and if you want to, I've been called it before. But here's the deal. I mention it because one of the main comments that I see day in and day out is, dude, I can't believe how fast it got from Taiwan to here. There's a lot to be said for that. They also come razor sharp. And can I be honest with you? Can I be just 100%? Up front, I thought, I wonder if Mr. Vic sharpens mine a little more than he does others. I'm not going to lie to you. I did think that. But then as Work Tough Gear's popularity grew, and buddies of mine got them, and people that I knew got them, and other people in the community got them, and just raved about the sharpness, I ain't going to lie. I was like, whew, thank God. Every knife I've ever gotten, I've never had to touch. Now, let me say this. I know that Joe breaks knives, Joe X. I know that. But guys, I'm always kind of irritated when people, oh, Joe X broke it. Hey, dumbass, his whole channel is built on that. So we shouldn't be shocked when a channel that breaks knives breaks a knife. I'm not mad at him. I'm just telling you, none of that factors in, right? So they always come sharp. They're always comfortable in hand. I decided to lay into it. Now, when I say I don't abuse it, I go about as hard as I will ever go on a knife, and then I bump it up a couple notches. Not trying to break it. If it breaks on my channel, I've said often that's a problem because I'm not trying. But I am trying to get some hard use in there for a couple of reasons. One, let's just see what it does to the edge. Two, secondly, if you need it, I want it to be there. Now, I'm talking about in chopping wood, in batoning, in fire processing, building a shelter, stabbing, cutting, knife stuff. Anything that's not knife stuff, I just don't pay attention to. There's no need for me to, right? But I'll tell you this. Consistency, and people get mad because they don't make enough of them. You don't think they wouldn't like to sell in every one of them? I would. They would. You know what I'm saying? But they've done a great job. Now, here's the other side of this, and I want to be clear on this. I think every knife review has value. That's why I'm telling you, watch a bunch of them, right? Even if people don't like them, if hey, this knife sucks, watch the video. But bear in mind, is it knife stuff? Now, I regret this part because I was beating the shit out of it. Now, in a minute, and I left it in because I am going to adjust the camera. But the thing is this. That's a piece of cedar. The thing is this. More often than not, just watch the knife work. Like if you don't like me, and there's plenty of people that don't, turn the volume down. Just watch the knife work. That's all I ever ask of you. Now here we go. I finally figured it out. Old Scab's never been accused of being the sharpest knife in the drawer. Couple quick things about Tanner and his designs. I think this was kind of on the one tool option thought process, and I may be wrong. But for me, there's a lot you can do. Now, I'm never going to carry one knife. I don't carry one Work Tough Gear, but there's always that situation. And we talk about it here and there. If you're out camping, man, you're going to go, if you're hunting and you're just going to do a late evening scout, throw your knife in your belt, you haul ass. If you get stuck, or if you get stuck in a snowstorm, you get stuck. And I know guys that have gone out, got caught in snow, bivouac for the night. You have a knife here that you could do a little bit of everything. You can make you a quick shelter. It's going to hold up. You can make you a quick fire. It's going to hold up. If you need to strop it up, you can do that quickly. It's got a 90-degree spine. You can strike a ferrocenium rod. You've got plenty of handle length here. So there's no reason in that situation that you would have to compromise your hand. That's the other reason that I really like this bigger handle. If you do find yourself in a situation where you're like, holy shit, I'm out here, this is real, it's happening. This knife gives you plenty of handle and plenty of blade that you can do whatever you need to do safely. Now, I batoned a ton, and I don't typically baton a ton. I really don't in real life unless I'm doing a video or so. I just don't. But I like doing it. I think it's good for the video. It gives me an immediate look at the edge. I don't sell, I don't trade, I don't do anything with my work Tuff gears. I love them. If I got a family member or a friend or something like that, I might gift one. But other than that, I don't sell them. So what I'm saying there, I do send them out for reviews. I like other people getting a look at them. And listen, if I send you one to check out, if you don't like it, say that shit. I would much rather you be honest. I'd have no skin in this game. I want honest, real opinions. But my point is this. I'm going to have them for a while, so we'll get to see if there's any long-term damage on them. That being said, stay tuned for that K329 version. Guys, there was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day took their own lives, and stats are everywhere. That's why here on this channel, we focus on the number 0. Anything over 0 is simply unacceptable. Vets, we love you. You have a place here. I back the blue, not arguing about it. Finally, if you're an addict, and I am, never quit quitting. Well, guys, I'm Scab. You're not. And I'm gone, son.